Welcome to the Everyday Leader podcast, where conversations inspire action, growth, and impact. Hosted by two passionate leaders, Shannon and Conrad, this podcast is for those who strive to lead with purpose and integrity in their life. Whether you're navigating big decisions, seeking balance, or dreaming of creating change, we're here to help explore the tools, stories, and insights that help everyday leaders thrive. Join us each episode as we dive into the art of leadership at work, at home, and in the world. Because leadership isn't a title, it's a way of being.
Hello,
Hey,
welcome back. Hey.
hey, glad to be back with you and with those listening.
Yeah, Everyday Leader podcast. Here we go. I want to talk about collaboration. I'm going to set it up a little bit for you, Conrad, so that you can understand, with me in the context where this is coming from, because I think it's something that you can relate to. I was having a conversation with a client, and I feel like this topic comes up all the time around collaboration. And what I realized is that we often, and I'm putting myself in this we too, we often think or can sometimes think of collaboration as, oh, I have to be agreeable. Oh, it has to be consensus. Oh, we all have to be on the same page. Oh, that there is something about like fairness and
Mm,
compromise when it comes to collaboration. And where I think we get a little mixed up, so I want to know what you think too, is that when leaders are really skillful and when groups have a really solid designed alliance, which we've talked about before,
hmm
collaboration is actually more generative, it's co-creation, and it allows for there to be space for people to have very um, passionate, focused points of view and opinions and ideas. So it's not this melting pot. It's actually more of a, I don't know, playground, and
mm,
the where there can be this emergence. But I think that like this, sometimes there's this assumption that, oh, when we're collaborating, we're going to have to like fold in to some kind of groupthink or fold in what we want and what we believe into what others want and what they believe. And where is there what does it look like for it to actually allow for space to each of us really have our ideas, our opinions, and hold those while being in service of whatever it is we're working on.
mm. Yes, the point you just made in service of what we're working on is a guide. And when I think about collaboration, it has to be grounded in the cultural belief of a team, a family, that together is better.
Mm,
Different difference is celebrated, different viewpoints, different approaches, different perspectives versus similarity or individual um, ish.
yeah,
Um, so that's what I get. One thing I want to layer in is that it has to be in that design alliance and that team and that family system. There has to be one, a shared purpose and orientation, two, a belief culturally or value that difference is actually generative and will result in, after collaboration, in something better than just it's something better than just an individual point of view.
right. Yeah. What are we co creating? What is it in
Mm,
service of? And what does that mean, right? In terms of how we show up in this collaborative space that we're wanting.
Yes. And aligning on that versus seeking agreement or consensus. Um, Leaders are called to take different orientations and dare to know in a collaborative environment.
Mm-hmm.
And also, at the same time, the capacity to let it go for the sake of the group.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
What you
Okay.
got?
So I want us to specifically share what we know about blend and lead,
Mm.
break and lead, and break and give.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. We're starting with blend. Starting with blend.
Let's start with blend.
So blend is, as a leader, it's finding truth, finding something right in what your partner, colleague, or group just said, and building upon it. It's from improv of yes and.
Yes. And we do that all the time. This is a great, like this podcast and the way that you and I are in relationship is a great example of that. We're blending and leading over and over again.
Yes, and another example of that we're both coaches in the coaching context. It's hyperlinking off of the last thing your client just said, and
Mm-hmm.
then forming it into a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, client says, "This is really significant," and then leader or coach says, "What's significant about it?"
Yeah.
That's another blend approach.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one was break and give, or
Let's do break and give. Yes.
so break and give in partnership, in relationship, in a team setting, in a family system is when one leader jumps in and says what needs to be said, and the other party, partner, relationship gives space for that
Mm-hmm.
information.
Yeah. I think to maybe even kind of building off of the yes and, right? When we blend and lead, it's a yes and. When it's break and give, there's a no. It's some kind of a no, right? It's like I'm going to take this in a different direction if I'm the leader, but the design in the relationship allows for that. Is like,
Yes.
oh, Shannon, you're saying no to this, or you're not all yes on this, but we are going to give you space and we're going to follow you for a little bit and see where you take us.
Yes. It's no, not that, with space.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and some examples of that is a no, not that is when a boundary is crossed, when a value is betrayed or not honored in a system or in a relationship. The leader is holding a higher perspective, calling, orientation to get the conversation on track or regrounded in what's important.
Yeah, and in the coaching context, I kind of like that you brought this into the conversation. In the coaching context, often, well, what we know, right, is an empowered relationship with between a coach and a client is one where, as the coach, I might say something like, "Hey, Conrad, it seemed like that was really important to you," and you're like, "What? No, no, it's not important to me at all. You got it all wrong, right?" And that the client is able to say, actually, no, it's not really that. It's like, it's this and
It's
point
this. Yeah.
right. point it in
Yeah.
another way. And there always is like a this. There's the leading that happens after the no. It's not just like, yeah, no, it's not bad. Go figure it out. Right?
That's that's I really appreciate you saying that. It's not a no, then a shutdown. It's a no and a build, or a no and a go.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And the giving is what happens within the relationship with the people around the
Yes.
leader, right? So I think we can just stick to those two. Blend and
Yeah.
lead, and break and give, plus don't forget to lead. Like, go take it somewhere. Yeah, what do you
Helpful.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
okay. So I just had a question about what your thoughts are in terms of developing these skills, because I know for myself that especially as like a leader, or when I'm in the leader context, especially leader in front, or just uh, leader in a group,
Mhm.
the break, give, and lead, especially the breaking part, was something I really had to learn how to do and practice. So I'm just curious what your thoughts are, and what our listeners should be thinking about if these are things they want to be developing or practicing.
Yes. Start with the relationship, the designed alliance, the team designed alliance.
Hmm.
And if you haven't listened to what we have shared with that, the bottom line is it's the rules of engagement for the relationship. It's the way we're going to be in relationship when things are going swimmingly perfect and not so perfect. So start there. And then on the break piece, following that urge to break is it, in my experience, in my practice, I trust that, and I know that I'm grounded in something that is a value for the group,
Hmm.
or is not being said. And I don't always have attachment to it. I have attachment to it in the moment, but that's also the capacity to let it go if the timing wasn't right or
Yeah.
isn't right.
Yeah.
So go for it, be responsible for your impact, and know that you can always let it go. But it's we talk about blurting intuition, and in coaching we talk about
Intruding.
intruding. So those those are important leadership competencies and skills in the right moment. And if there's no such thing as not the right moment, it's until you practice it, right? Until you understand your impact. I know that's a little bit of a paradox. Conrad, what are you saying? Uh, Try it, check out your impact, know that you can let it go, and know that it's an important skill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. We know that so many of our listeners are out there doing really big things right now in a world that's not so easy to be
Mm.
in, and not so easy to be collaborating in, and they're making the choice to do it anyway. And so, just want to acknowledge that, and hope that these things are helping you all out.
Yes. Until next time, lead well, be well, and we'll see you out there.